Hey everyone. So today we are gonna see uh, how to get an email notification if an object of any data type or any type gets uploaded in an S3 bucket. So the steps is as followed. First, we'll create a Lambda function. So let's start logging to Amazon. Check for Lambda, right? And this is the screen that will pop up. Then create function. Okay. Let's start from scratch and let's give a name as my first Lambda function. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll make it Python. We can keep Python version, let's say, as 3.9. Okay, go to advanced setting. Okay, change default execution role. Let's keep it as default, which the Lambda is gonna create. In advanced setting, yeah, no need to make any change and just create function over here. Okay, so it will take some time to create. In the meantime, we will go to the second screen of AWS. Okay, and over here we'll create one bucket. So go to the navigation path is S3. Okay, then I already have some bucket, but I will create a new bucket over here. So let me create a bucket called Lambda bucket 1. Okay, region is Ohio East, and rest everything will remain the same, and simply create bucket over here. Okay, so this name already exists, so let me give my name Ravi1. Okay, create a bucket. Yeah, so this bucket got created, lambda hyphen Ravi bucket underscore Ravi1. Okay, so now this, in the meantime, I'm over to Lambda screen. So this function has got created. So we'll paste code over here, but so the code I will provide it in my GitHub profile. So this is the code we are going to copy and paste over here, and I will explain what it's going to do. Okay, in the meantime, and then come over here, come to test section, create configure test event. Okay, we need to create one test event, so make it event 1. Okay, and just save. Okay, deploy the change will get deployed. So now next role is that we need to create a trigger over here. So function has already got created, we'll create a trigger. So add a trigger. Okay, select source, so source will be S3. Okay, bucket name, the one which got created, so lambda bucket Ravi1. And so what our intention is, so for any object creation event, right, we'll select this, and this will be by default. I acknowledge and just skip add. Okay, so this trigger gets created. So let's go, come over here, check the permission part. Okay, so as we can see, by action, yeah, there is one role which gets created by default, right, when we created this lambda function. So again, let's go to this Amazon the separate screen, IAM role. Okay, okay, before coming to IAM role, we also need to go to SES, so that stands for simple email service, and then I will come to IAM role. The reason I will tell you why I chose over here. So this is something I did earlier, so this is where it has my testing information. So what we'll do is we'll go and create a setup over here. Verify email address. So I had already verified my email address, but then I deleted it, so now I'm going to do it again. So create identity, check email address, and then Ravi So this is my Gmail account. Okay, and this test I've already done, so let me delete all the emails that had come earlier. So there is no email from today's date, so that is October 29, 2023. So now I'm over here and I'm gonna create identity. Okay, so it sends an email for verification. So I should be receiving email. So over here, yeah, I just received this email, so I'll verify this. Okay, so the email has already got verified, right? So now come to IAM role. The role over here, so just copy this role. Okay, go to this role, go to permission. So it has Lambda permission. So we need to add two more permission over here. Attach policy. One is for SES. So Amazon SES full access. So SES stands for email. So this is where when email we provide access to the Lambda function to have email access, it's gonna work. The next is bucket. So this is something at times it works, it does not work. So let me, sorry, it will be add permission, attach policy. So I'm going to give S3 full access. So this is something, it says that it's not required, but I was unable to test without providing this permission. So I'm going to add this permission over here. So now we have this role which has S3 full access and SES. Okay. So this we already have it, right? So now we'll go to function, and now let's go to this function and we need to test this, right? So come to the code part, and the code is already deployed. So what I will do is I will go to this bucket, Lambda bucket one, and okay, before coming over here, we'll go to monitor part. As of now, there is no logs that has got generated for it. So now let me go to a bucket. I will upload one file, add files, and let me upload my photograph, right? And click on upload. It has already got uploaded. So I should be receiving an email, and this is where I just received an email. Okay, it looks safe. File got uploaded. So this is a notification which gets uploaded, which so by doing this Lambda function, as soon as something happens within a AWS bucket, we'll get a notification. So now let's go to the logs and see what has happened, and then I will explain the code for it. So the log, it will take some time. So if we don't see anything over here, we can still go to view CloudWatch. This logs, it takes time. Yeah. So this is where, so right now it's 8:31 p.m. So 2030. So this is where this log got generated. And if we see, this is, if let me zoom out. So as you can see, it gives a detail of bucket name and what was the content type of objects that got created. So it's an image which is of JPEG size. Let me upload one more. So now I'm over here. So there's just 6 email over here, nothing new. So let me try uploading one additional file. So let me keep an upload, add files. Let me upload this Excel file. Okay, upload. So now this bucket has two files over here, CSV file and my data file. And as you can see, I just received an email from AWS bucket. So as soon as any activity happens within AWS bucket, we are gonna get notified. And yes, if we go back and see, one more log will get generated. So it will take some time. It generally takes some time to see the logs, but and then whenever we see that log, it will say that okay, the content type is of CSV file. So let me explain you what the code is. So if I come over here, the Python code. So the purpose of this code, again, let me try to, oh, okay, let me explain it from here. So its purpose is simply, it's a Lambda function. It has an event. So event takes the bucket name and it will just return the content type. What is the content type of the object that we are uploading in bucket? And then it will send an email to from source to this address. It's gonna do this. We can make it dynamic, but right now I've not made it dynamic. So I've just hard coded my email address over here. And this is this function work. So as we can see, if I summarize the step that I did, first we'll create a Lambda function, then add a trigger to it. Then we'll create an identity using SES, Amazon SES, and add an email ID. Then we'll have the role, and then we'll attach the S3 access and SES full access. And then in the Lambda function, we'll go to configure permission and check role. Okay, so this is something, it will be point number 4. Because we need to identify on which in which role we have to give this permission. So this is, yes. So these are the 5 steps we have to do, and for to get any notification for any activity that is that happens within the PS3 bucket. Let me see if we got any logs. This generally take time, I'm not sure. Okay, so it got appended in it. So as you can see, the new content type is text CSV. Okay, so rather than creating a separate log, it just got attached over here, and we can see the time difference over here. So 20:30 and then 32. Yeah, so 8:30 p.m. and 8:32 p.m. So this is where start and end it happens. So yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching.